everyone. We were discussing classification of elements and periodicity in properties, and we have discussed that in the modern periodic table the elements are classified into four blocks, that is S, P, D and F. And we have discussed the properties of S block elements also. Shifting towards D block elements, from group 3 to group 12, all the groups in between they are included under D block, and the general configuration for this is n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. We have discussed that the elements which are included in this block, they are included because their last electron enters the d orbital. Now why we are writing the electronic configuration as n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2, taking it the example of scandium, whose atomic number is 21. If we write its electronic configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. Last electronic configuration here is 4s2, 3d1. अब इसमें main shell, fourth shell, it includes 2 electrons, and n-1 means 4 minus 1, 3d contains 1 electron. Similarly, if atomic number is 22, then the configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d2. अब क्योंकि हमें पता है कि d ऑर्बिटल अपने में 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रख सकता है, तो जब तक इलेक्ट्रॉन्स 10 नहीं हो जाएंगे, their entry will be in the d orbital only. Now taking the example of element with atomic number 24, which I have explained you earlier also that this is an exceptional case. Why so? Because if we write the electronic configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d5. Because the point here is that fully filled and half filled configurations are more stable, hence one of the electrons from 4s2 it shifts to 3d to make the half filled configuration for its greater stability. Now if we see the configuration here, 4s1, 4s2, 3d 1, 2, 5 means जनरल कन्फिग्रेशन, अगर हम इसके बेसिस पर जनरल कन्फिग्रेशन देखें तो इट इज ns 1 to 2 and n-1 1 to 10, n-1 d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2. So in this way the general configuration for this block elements is n-1 d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2. These elements are also known as transition elements. Why so? Because these elements lie in between S block and P block elements. S block are on my extreme right of the periodic table and P block is on my extreme left on the periodic table. These elements, they show the transition from metallic to non-metallic behavior, hence they are also termed as transition elements which have high melting and boiling point. The next property of these elements is they form colored compounds. For example, you all are aware about copper sulfate, which is blue in color, ferrous sulfate, which is pale green in color, and copper and iron both are D block elements. So these elements, they are form colored compounds. Why they form colored compounds? This you will study in the next class. In the same way, they form complex compounds. In detail, you will study in the next class that how they are capable of forming complex compounds. Coming to the next property, that is they are mostly paramagnetic. Paramagnetic means कि अगर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन लिखते हुए कोई एक भी इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेयर्ड हो ऑर्बिटल में, तब हम उसे पैरामैग्नेटिक कहेंगे. अब अगर हम इसी कन्फिग्रेशन को यहाँ देखें, 4s2 3d1, this one electron in d orbital is unpaired. 21 से स्टार्ट हुआ, ये ब्लॉक विथ ग्रुप 3 में 21 से ही स्टार्ट है. 21 में लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन इज अनपेयर्ड, hence it is paramagnetic. जब अगर हम इसके ऑर्बिटल्स ड्रॉ करें तो 3d, we know that in this 5 orbitals they are there, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. This is for d orbitals, and for s we know that it is 1 only. Now here the configuration is 4s2 3d1, 1 electron in d orbital. अब 22 एटॉमिक नंबर जब होगा तो सेकेंड इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें जाएगा, 423rd in this, 424th in this, 425th in this. तो ये सभी इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेयर्ड होंगे, दैट इज व्हाई दे विल शो पैरामैग्नेटिक बिहेवियर. आफ्टर दैट जब ये एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इनमें फिल हो जाएगा, then next electron will start pairing up. In that case the first electron will be paired here, next 4 will remain unpaired, means that the element will be paramagnetic. Next will pair it up here, again it is paramagnetic. ये कब तक पैरामैग्नेटिक रहेगा? जब तक ये सभी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पेयर्ड नहीं हो जाते. और वो कब होंगे? they all will lie in group 12 only. So mostly all the elements they are paramagnetic, क्योंकि सब में unpaired इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा ही होगा. They show variable oxidation states. अब variable oxidation states के लिए एग्जांपल क्या है? जैसे Fe2+ and Fe3+. We know that FeSO4, in that iron is in +2 oxidation state. If we study the compound FeCl3, in that iron is in +3 oxidation state. In the same way, copper +1 and +2. So elements they show variable oxidation states in this group. Next is they form alloys. What are alloys? Alloys are the combination of metals or a metal and a non-metal. हम जो भी दो एलिमेंट्स को कंबाइन करें, जितने भी वेरिएशन में चाहें उन्हें हम कंबाइन करके एक नया प्रोडक्ट बना सकते हैं. जैसे ब्रास एंड ब्रोंज, ब्रास कॉपर एंड जिंक, ब्रोंज कॉपर एंड टिन. They come under D block elements. So we combine them in variable proportions, in whatever proportion we require, और हमें एक नई चीज मिल जाएगी जिसकी ड्यूरेबिलिटी और स्ट्रेंथ उसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट मेंबर्स से ज्यादा होगी. So they are capable of forming alloys. Next is they can be used as catalyst. कैटलिस्ट क्या होता है? वो चीज जो रिएक्शन के रेट को इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज कर दे विदाउट इटसेल्फ अंडरगोइंग एनी चेंज. For example, if we take the example of formation of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen. Otherwise nitrogen and hydrogen they do not react, क्योंकि इसने भी दो एटम्स मिलाकर एक मॉलिक्यूल बना लिया और इसने भी दो एटम्स मिलकर एक मॉलिक्यूल बना लिया. एक मॉलिक्यूल बनने के बाद दोनों स्टेबलाइज्ड हैं, then there is no need for them to undergo reaction among them. एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट करने की उन्हें जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि ये दोनों स्टेबल हो चुके हैं. लेकिन अगर हम इन्हें कंडीशंस प्रोवाइड करें जिसमें इनके आपस में बॉन्ड टूट जाए और इनके आप इस तरह से बन जाए, नाइट्रोजन के एटम्स आपस में अलग हो जाए और हाइड्रोजन के अलग हो जाए और एक दूसरे के साथ मिल जाए, तो ये अमोनिया बना लेंगे. सो दिस अकर्स इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ आयरन एंड मोलिब्डेनम. Iron is a D block element which is acting as a catalyst here, which help to change nitrogen and hydrogen to ammonia, and molybdenum is used to increase the activity of iron here. So iron is a D block element which act as a catalyst. So other elements also here and there, some of the other elements also they act as a catalyst and they belong to D block.